Hello everyone, welcome to Sudiksa Analytics. Today I'm going to take a small case study on Agentic AI application. As you know, Agentic AI refers to the AI systems which can automatically pursue goals by planning, deciding actions, using some tools, and learning from the results. So instead of just responding to a single prompt, here there exist multiple agents. The domain I would like to take is healthcare. So healthcare reports are largely unstructured. So it's difficult to understand or process the data from the reports. So if you use a single mode artificial intelligence system, which can struggle with safety and validation of the data, and explainability means they cannot present the data in user understandable form, and the rules and guidelines are not properly stated. So if you apply traditional AI and agentic AI, so there can be multiple benefits. So there exists a single input, right? Single input or output, or multiple output. Here, multiple inputs and multiple outputs. So that is the difference between traditional LLM or traditional AI and agentic AI. So the agents are having goal, so which decides what is to be achieved, and there can be a planning. So, what is the plan to achieve the goal? And agentic AI can also use some external tools. For example, using, let's say you are doing some searching, then you can make use of a search tool. And if you are doing some calculation, then calculator can be used as an external tool. And you can use email writing as an external tool, or you can get data from the database. And agents are also having memory, so which remembers the past information, and execution of the actions is possible, and feedback loop is there, so which improves the next step. Means the agents can learn from the feedbacks, also from the inputs also. So here, um, I want to take a demonstration on multi-agent system, multi-agent healthcare report reviewer. I would like to give a report as input to the multi-agent system. Then this multi-agent system analyzes my report, and then uh, helps us to give no insight from the report. So my goal over here is explaining the healthcare report. So how to use multi-agent system. So these are the agents involved. So at first, I'll be giving the healthcare report, which has unstructured text, right? So then that is given as input to the planner agent, which actually executes the control, which actually executes the other agents. And then I also have reviewer agent. So before that, um, once the text is extracted, then risk agent applies the rule. So rule-based risk detection is possible by using this agent. And there is a compliance agent which provides guidelines. And I have reviewer agent which summarizes the extracted text and entity extraction. Then recommendation agent is also there, which explains what is the next action to be taken. And then I'm demonstrating this with the dashboard by using Streamlit. And if I go into details, so these are my agents and their responsibility. Planner agent, which executes the order, means which controls the whole system by executing the agents in sequence. And the reviewer agent actually interprets the report, means it extracts the text from the report, and then um, it also extracts medical entities, means different elements of the medical report. And then risk agent applies a rule, deterministic clinical rule, to identify the risk conditions. Then I have a complaints agent which verifies the guidelines. By here we can make use of LLM. And then recommendation agent produces the explanation and clinical actions to be taken. So this is my implementation approach. So here I'm building a multi-agent system, and each agent is implemented as an independent Python component. I'm also using LLM for decision making and explainability. So to summarize my health report and medical entity extraction from the health report and making a recommendation. So these tasks are done by the LLM. And I have a rule-based engine, so my agent will now applies the rule and checks the rule. And planner agent executes as I already explained. So this is my technological stack. I'm using Python to write or to create agents, and then agentic AI layer is there, so which defines the sequence. The rule is applied. I have an orchestration agent which makes the plan, and the user interface is developed by using the Streamlit. And I have just used the VS Code and modular libraries. So let me also explain you. So let me explain you the code or the important code behind the system. Here, my agent is this. So here I'm writing a class healthcare multi-agent system, which initializes the agent, other agents like reviewer agent, risk agent, and complaints agent and recommendation agent. So this file actually the backbone of my system and the execution plan. So this makes the agent workflow explicit and also inspectable. And each agent is an individual component as I mentioned before. And here this run method, what it does is this represents the full agentic execution cycle. So here we are calling the reviewer, then the other compliance agents and recommendation agents, and this is the execution plan. This file defines the execution plan of the multi-agent system. Then in the I have the reviewer agent. So what it does is reviewer agent understands the unstructured data, right? And then here we use LLM to understand the unstructured data from the health report. And there is a risk agent. Here I've created risk agent. What it does is it applies a rule. So the rule is the glucose greater than 180. Then it appends this message. Understand? So that is a reviewer agent, and then I have yeah, that is the risk agent. And next there is also the compliance agent. What it does it compliance agent enforces the safety and guideline checks independent of the model behavior. Next I have a recommendation agent over here. This one, this here LLM is used only after the risk and compliances are known. So these are the agents defined, and let me run this and let's see the dashboard how it looks and the results. So I have already started running of this, or else I can also stop it again. So here it's already not. So here it is the user interface I developed using Streamlit. We can give the default data set. So I gave the default data set like patient name, age, and then the blood pressure and fasting glucose, and then it recommends the mm, what is the action to be performed. And here you can select the different types of LLMs, either OpenAI or Gemini AI, or I'm just using the local LLM. And here you can also customize the values for blood pressure and glucose levels here. And here I want to use some file, so I'm just giving some health report as input, and then I can run my multi-agent system, run multi-agent. Then so this is the results. So we got these are the execution of the agents used. First is reviewer agent, next risk agent, complaints agent, and recommendation has given the output. The summary is this: elevated blood pressure and glucose. and the risk symptoms there, and the key elements extracted from the PDF file, like blood pressure is 160, glucose value is this, and these are the other symptoms, and the risk level is mentioned here: severe hypertension, and this is hyperglycemia, and then this is the complaints: hypertension guidelines violation is there. The recommendation agent will give us this. There is recommended lifestyle changes and further elevation. The rules triggered. So here I try to explain the use of agentic AI by having multiple agents, by considering the healthcare as a scenario. So thanks for watching. Do subscribe and follow Sudik's Analytics.